Good morning. Today's video is going to be a little bit impromptu. I wasn't really planning on doing this. I just thought I would get this once I got over here. I thought that this would be kind of a unique little experience to grab this video. It's pretty chilly this morning. It's about 18 degrees. As you can see, we still have all the cows in the corrals right here. We're going to work them probably Friday or possibly Saturday, but one of those 2 days, and we're going to get the heifers, the year-old heifers, and the cows out of the corrals here. But because they're all in here, we need to check the water and their feed daily. You can see this feeder still got, well, maybe you can't see now, everybody's moved in front of it. But you can see, there you go. This feeder still got some hay in there, but the other feeder is completely out of hay, which isn't surprising. But more importantly, because of the cold, this has become our problem. You can see the water in the larger tank is frozen completely over. The smaller tank, they've drank it down to the bottom and it's completely ice there in the bottom, what is remaining. And here in a sec, I'll walk over to the creek and I'll show you that even the creek is frozen a little bit there on top as well. So first what I've got to do is I've got to lay out this hose. One important thing is when you're having to do it this way, you always want to make sure you drain the hoses or the pump and everything else really well. Otherwise, you'll freeze and break the pump, or the hose will be frozen, and then you're kind of really in a bind or whatever. So we don't want to burn pumps up. We don't want to burn any cords up. We want to get this ice broken up. I've got heaters, so I'll start plugging those in now. But I'll get this water going, get these guys water broken, and so they can get some water to drink. And I'll get a little hay. We got a couple of big bales over there. I'll get another bale of hay in here and go from there. All right, I got to get moving. Hi, I'm Tracy, and this is Working Man's Revolution. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Okay, it may be a little difficult to see, but let me see if I can kind of point it out. You can see right along here, the water is frozen where the water is shallow. Here as well, right along all these weeds, all the grass right here, all that water is frozen. I'll see if I can zoom in here. This is kind of a good spot. You may be able to see. Yeah, you can kind of see that the water is frozen right there. Additionally, right here along the edge, the water is frozen. You can see where the freezing water, excuse me, where the running water meets the frozen water right there. Each day when I finish, I make sure that I pull the pump out entirely and get it completely out. And then each day I know it's dry and I shouldn't have any problems. So what I've got to do now is I've got to get that pump beyond the frozen, and I've got to get it into that water and then start filling those troughs. First I'll have to break water on the big tank, and so what I'll do is I'll start filling the smaller tank as I break ice on the larger one. All right, I better get moving here. All right, as you can see, I got the water broken on the big tank there. I've got the heater put in, got the water filling this near tank, this smaller one. And so that one luckily doesn't take very long to fill, but once that one's full, we got a heater in as well. I'll transfer the water over to the big tank and keep it full. So both of them got heaters now. Water's filling up, and I'm going to start grabbing some hay to move in here. So you find, doesn't matter how much hay they've got, there's still quite a bit here. Doesn't matter how much they've got, they always like the new hay for whatever reason. Doesn't matter to me either way, whichever one they eat, that's fine. As long as they don't waste any, we keep a pretty good eye on that. Nonetheless, for me, just watching them here eating, relaxing, and the beautiful backdrop, the scenery, I'll take this any morning. The water, even though we just broke it up, is starting to freeze back over. So we'll fill these tanks and I'll make sure those heaters are going and check them again this afternoon. Double check, make sure everything's thawed so the cows have plenty of water. Just a sec, I'll show you that. It may be difficult to see in that larger tank right there, but it's got what looks almost like ripples. You can kind of see it on the right hand side right over here. Kind of see it rippling right there. That water is freezing again right there. So it'll take a little while for those tank heaters to start warming that water enough to keep them from freezing, but they'll keep them from freezing. Nonetheless, we'll get them filled and ensure everything's working. We'll double check them here. I've got to go to town today, but I'll double check them here in a couple hours when we get back from town, just to make sure everything's still broken up and thawed and make sure they can get plenty of water to drink. You can see from this the ice is much easier to see now. It's starting to get enough sun that it's melting a little bit. Anyway, just going to point out again, you always want to pull the pump out, make sure it's drained real well, drain the hose really well, make sure that it's dry so that you don't have any problems for the next time. All right, cows are all fat and happy now. Ferdinand the bull's getting some of this this tub. The rest of the cows are getting a little drink of water. 13's coming over to say hi. Everybody's doing well. Got plenty of water, plenty of food. Day is warming up, so they're going to be pretty happy. Have a great day.